Suhel, you keep shuttling between New York City, London. What's your take on this?
I have absolutely no issue, none whatsoever. I have known Meera Nair. I haven't ever seen any hate speech that I know of. I think, we all need to take a deep breath. Andrew Cuomo was and will remain an absolute scoundrel. You should have seen what he did during COVID, the amount of money he stole. Here is a person who has won an election. Now, by the way, a very similar pool of people in India have the same thing to talk about our prime minister, our people, saying, oh, but they're hate spreaders, they're this, they're this. My logic is very simple. If a person wins an election, it's because the people of that city, state, or country want him in a position of power. That's what you should be subservient to. Now, coming to the two things that he's been accused of. Netanyahu. Netanyahu, for a lot of people, is a war criminal. A lot of people have an issue with Netanyahu qua Gaza. I don't get involved with that because it's not my place. I don't know enough. Abhijit knows a lot more about that situation. I know about New York. Eric Adams had destroyed New York beyond redemption. You should have seen what was happening in New York for the last 3 years. The city was infested with unruly migrants who were being housed in 5-star hotels. Education in New York had gone to the dogs. Crime had risen like it's never before. You will also see, and I don't know if you have actually seen it, Pranesh, since you do a lot of research. He was interviewed by Kolbe yesterday or day before, where he was asked about his anti-Jewish stance. And Zohran Mamdani actually came out with facts where he quoted his synagogue visits, where he talked about the people he met in Brooklyn, where he talked about community security, he talked about community good. Look, New York is a microcosm. To now say that, oh, New York will become like London. And why has London become like that? Because Sadiq Khan has never promised security.
Okay.
He has only promised appeasement. Zohran Mamdani, and I don't know how he will perform eventually, but Zohran Mamdani has said that, look, we want a different New York. And the young are with him. And Pradesh, no matter what you might say, I'm old. I mean, you guys are still young, including the two gentlemen from overseas. But the point is that for the first time, there is a real threat to the so-called, Republican hegemony that was being created in America.
Okay. Let's get into
a lot
the
of people say the far left is getting in.
Right.
Now, I'm a great believer. If he's won the primaries, let's wait. We don't know who will be, standing against him.